quoi? Le 16 septembre 2005. Welcome once again to my kitchen. If you don't know me, my name is Chef Yasmine et bienvenue. Listen, today we are baking buttermilk biscuits. I'm heading to Richmond tomorrow to do a show, and I'm gonna get things started right now. Now listen, I want to share a tip with those of you who love to bake at home. Okay, so for example, let's say your recipe calls for buttermilk. Okay, whether you're making biscuits or maybe you're making pancakes or buttermilk fried chicken, right? Instead of having to buy the pint of buttermilk, you can make your own buttermilk from scratch. Buttermilk is simply a cream mixed with an acid. And here we go, okay? So you wanna go for whole milk, okay? For this recipe today, I need 1 cup of milk. And we're gonna just mix it up with 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. Now, what happens is the acid in your buttermilk locks arms with the baking soda in your baked item, and that's what allows it to rise, to become fluffy, and all the good things. That's really what buttermilk is. So doing this from scratch saves money, okay, and is very convenient. I'm also gonna add about 1/4 teaspoon of white vinegar, and then that's it. So contrary to popular belief, buttermilk is not buttery at all, okay? Again, it's simply a cream mixed with an acid. You simply stir it, and then you let it sit for about 10 to 15 minutes, and that's your buttermilk, huh? That is your buttermilk, folks. All right, and here's our final product right here, okay? All right, next up, we are going to measure up our flour. We know it. Okay. All right, let me take these things away. You always want to clean as you go, okay? All right, put these away for now. Okay, so we need about 2 cups of flour for this recipe. Now, this sifting pretty much adds a little bit more air to the biscuits. You can sift if you want to, but you don't have to. But I prefer to sift my flour, okay? I'm using AP all-purpose flour. Ça fait 1 et ça fait 2 cups. Voilà. Next up, we need about, gotta make sure I read my recipe. I can't remember everything. Okay. I need a teaspoon of kosher salt. I don't need to sift that one. That's fine. What else here? 2 teaspoons of baking powder. How you doing today? Fall is around the corner. I'm so excited. That's good enough. Yes, yes, yes. Is that correct? No, that's too much. Let's do 1 teaspoon, okay? 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and then 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. Remember, as I mentioned earlier, the acid in your buttermilk is gonna lock horns with the baking powder, and that's what's gonna make our biscuits fluffy, okay? All right, that's good, yes. Est-ce que mettez sucre là-dedans déjà? 1 teaspoon of sugar. Oh yeah. Et voilà. Sift, 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 sift. This sherry is going down nicely. Okay, next up, we are going to grate our butter, okay? For this recipe, I'm using Irish butter because Irish butter has a whole lot less water content than American butter, which means it has more omega-3 fatty acids, which is that good fat that we need in our diet, okay? So this technique, what it's gonna do is it's going to add those flaky layers that we need in our biscuit, okay? Let's grate. You wanna move rather quickly for this, okay? Nice, even butter. If you feel like it's starting to melt, just drop it in the flour and keep going, okay? You all wanna make sure that your butter has been chilling, okay? I recommend you put that stick in the freezer and get to work. I love it. Look at that, huh? Woo, Richmond, Virginia, here I come. Here I come. By the way, has it started to cool where you are? For me in Virginia in the morning, it's already down in the 60s. I love that. I love it. I love it. So once you get to the almost to the end, you want to go slow, okay? You don't want to damage your fingers. Remember, Irish butter is better than American butter, okay? It's a little bit more expensive, but guess what? You're worth it. You're worth it. All right. Beautiful. I love it. Okay. Nice. Washing. Crisco. Shortening. Shortening adds tenderness to our biscuits. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add our, I'm gonna mix our buttermilk. Don't you love it? Look how thick. Well, you can. I don't know if you can see it, but it's super thick now. Okay. And when you make the buttermilk from scratch, what you're looking for is that lump, that curdling. Okay. So no more buying buttermilk from the store. You save yourself some money. Okay. All right. So we need some shortening together with buttermilk. So we're going to put this in here and pulse. Yeah. It's about 2 tablespoons. All right. Got my little Ninja over here. Did I plug it? I hope I did. Probably not. Okay, we are now plugged in. Let's go. Boom. Okay, we're done. All right. Let's get it done. I always wonder what happened to Larry the Cable Guy. I just thought about him. Do you ever watch Blue Collar Comedy? Oh my goodness, good times. All right, so in our flour mixture, actually before I do that, let me rub some shortening on our lined sheet pan here. You can do butter, that's fine, but I prefer shortening. So from Norfolk to Richmond, the drive is about 1.5 hours, hour 40 minutes. It's a nice ride. Oh, okay, let's go ahead and mix it up. Ooh-wee. Not all at the same time. There we go. I need a spatula. Okay, so what you're doing is you want to fold, okay? Fold. I probably should have had my camera overhead. Let me do that. Okay, isn't this better? This is what I call the money shot. All right, let's add a little bit more buttermilk. Buttermilk with our shortening in there. Let me get my hands in here. Wow. You want it nice and wet and sticky. I love that. Okay, this is what you want. This consistency. Okay. Okay, now notice I don't have a rolling pin next to me because you don't need it, okay? What we're gonna do now, we're going to fold it 3 times. Okay, had to get my hands clean a little bit. All right, so now remember earlier I mentioned that the butter is gonna add flakiness and layers to our biscuits, okay? Now to add even more layers, what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut it in half and then lay it on top of each other. We're gonna do this 3 times, okay? No rolling pin necessary. Oh yeah. Ça fait 2. You see this? Make sure I have enough flour down here. I bought this pastry mat on Amazon. This is made by Dania and Dean. Very, very nice investment, okay? Ooh. This is how we make biscuits. Watch this, American style biscuits. In Haiti, we make biscuits a little bit differently from this. I love it, I love it, I love it. All right, let's do it one more time. Yes, ma'am. This is how we do it. Ow. Oh, yes. Do you like baking? I know I do. Okay. So, let me see. I'm going to have 2 hosts standing with me, and I know that the producing staff, they love to eat my food too. So I'm going to try to see if I can get about 6 biscuits from this, okay? So how high or how thick should your biscuits be? We're gonna go for 3/4 of an inch, okay? Now listen, I went to culinary school, I worked in restaurants in Manhattan, I taught at a culinary school, but at the end of the day, I am still a Navy cook, and I'm grateful that I've had this discipline, to follow the recipe. We are very precise in the military, and I wanna give a big shout out to my retired senior chief, Tammy Bailey, who often, would write me up for me trying. There's nothing wrong with being creative, but she taught me the importance of following instructions. Because I don't know if you've ever had this experience happen to you, right? You go to a restaurant and you order your favorite menu item, but then you notice something tastes very different. That's a turnoff for me, right? You want that dish to taste the same every time, okay? So my point is consistency is the key. So our height here, we're going for a 3/4 of an inch with our height here. And that is exactly where we are, okay? So let's go ahead and start cutting away. Now, when you are cutting your biscuits, okay, I see a lot of people do this and then they twist. Do not do that, okay? Just go down and then simply lift, okay? That's all you're doing. That's all you're doing. This is our second one. Do not ever twist, okay? Now, when I used to work at KFC, my very first job in Brooklyn, I remember we used to lay them right next to each other. Actually, let me bring them a little closer to each other. You want them right next to each other, just like this. Boom. All right. Voila. All right, how many more can I get from this? Okay. Let me see here. Bring this together. Oh yeah. All right, let's get one more from this. I don't want to overwork it, so just let me see. If I can get 2 more out of this. Are you learning anything from me today? Oh, have you ever made biscuits from scratch? Let me hear it in the comment section. Do you see how easy this is? Okay. This is 6, and let's do 1 more out of this. Let's carve out 1 more. All right, voila. Okay. Boom. Okay, so what I'm gonna do next is these will be baked tomorrow first thing in the morning at 4 a.m. and that way they will be nice and fresh once I get to the studio. Okay.